For Staff Schoolbox Tips Episode 3, I'm going to look at deleting capabilities and indicators from a rubric. So if you accidentally add a section in a rubric that you then want to remove, I'll show you how to do that. I'm following a guide here that's on Schoolbox Help, and here's the link if you want to go to that page. It's help.schoolbox.com.au/homepage/1160. You can also get to Schoolbox Help from our Schoolbox. If you go to the side menu on the left, there's a button for Schoolbox Help. So I'm going to be using Year 9 Food Studies as an example. Starting on the course page, and I'm going to go to Recipes and Practical Rubric, and here is my unit page. In the course builder, there are 2 tasks and a due work task. We're going to modify this practical assessment rubric due work tasks, which obviously by name has a rubric built into it. So we'll modify that using the pencil button, and here I've already got it open, modify due work. So this is an assessment task, and we'll scroll down and we'll see that the rubric has started to take shape. But unfortunately, we've got this food specifications, that's one of the indicators, and we actually want to get rid of that. That shouldn't be there. So how do we get rid of it? You might find that you've tried to do this before and you haven't been able to get rid of one of the indicators. So what we do is we simply go to modify and leave it blank, and we come back to the unit page. From the unit page, we need to go to the course criteria. If you haven't got the course criteria on the unit page, so I'll show you what that might look like. Let's disappear that one. Go to the plus, go to learning, click on course criteria, and here it comes. Now these points here have all come automatically from the rubric that we've built into that task. So I'll just drag this down, and here we've got our capabilities and indicators, and we're going to go edit indicators. And the one we want to remove is food specifications as an indicator. You'll notice that I can delete this one, and the others are all grayed out. I can't delete them. The reason why I can't delete them is because they're being used. It actually says this criterion is in use on one assessment. It can be deleted from future use but may not be modified. So what we need to do is we're going to delete food specifications, and now that's gone, and we can save changes. You'll notice that food specifications has now disappeared. And if we go back to modifying that task and we scroll down, food specifications is no longer there. So we've managed to delete that indicator. What can happen is that it's grayed out from being deleted. When that happens, so I'll show you again, if we jump back into course criteria, these ones can't be deleted because they're being used. So if we went back and decided, oh, we actually want to delete method, we don't need that as an indicator, we would need to go back into any tasks that are using method as an indicator and remove it from there first, and then come back into our course criteria and delete that indicator here. But first you'd need to delete it from the tasks. Save changes, and we're done. If you need to recap any of those steps, I strongly recommend accessing this guide on Schoolbox Help. Again, that link is help.schoolbox.com.au/homepage/1160, and you can access a Schoolbox Help link on your left side menu in our Salesian College instance of Schoolbox. The next feature we're going to look at is the homepage statistics, so you can see how often students are accessing your class page. To do this, start from any class page and click in the top right corner on the 3 dots and go to View Statistics. This will give you a graph of how often you as a staff member or maybe other staff have accessed your page and how often the students have accessed your page. You might notice that the peaks are on days where you actually have a lesson with that group, and the troughs might be related to, say, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as they are on this graph here. You can also tweak the date range of the graph by clicking on the calendar near the top right corner and changing the from and to dates. You can also select the roles as to which demographic you want to see on the graph. If you scroll down on this page, you'll see a list of the top visitors and which resources on your page have been accessed the most. The last feature we're going to look at is managing your notifications. To do this from your dashboard, click on your name and go to Settings. This will take you to your message or notification settings. At the top, you'll see the pages that you're following, and these are normally the pages that you're part of a group. You can turn off notifications for certain groups, but not all. Underneath, you'll see messages or notifications related to different components within Schoolbox. If we look at the top, receive a quiz message when a student attempts a quiz that you posted. The default is set to a push notification within Schoolbox, and that's the little bell. That means if a student attempts a quiz that I've posted, I'm going to get a notification in the top right corner next to the bell here. To click on my notifications, I click on the bell, they pop out to the side, and if I want them to disappear, I just click away. If I have a new notification, it will go red, and underneath I can click here and go mark as read, and that way the number 1 will go away and it knows that I've read all my notifications. If you scroll down, you can change the notification. So let's say I've got a quiz you posted has closed. That's been muted as a default setting. I don't really need to know if a quiz has closed that I've posted. But let's say I change my mind and I want to receive a notification when my quiz closes. I can change that to either a notification or an email where I'm going to get both, or I can take the mail away and just have the notification or go back to mute. So this is completely up to you. You will find, however, that some notification options can't be changed. If you find that there's a notification setting that you do want to change and it can't be changed, please speak to me and we'll look into whether that is something that we can look at changing in the future.